What was the offense of Julius Kamau, the man who tried to disrupt yesterday's photo session of the committee that was elected to stand and brief us on the financial bill yesterday, because he was running to court and today was his hearing session? Welcome back to Vana Media. My name is Boniface Wino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. This man by the name of Julius Kamau Kimani yesterday tried to disrupt or interrupt the photo session of the committee that was supposed to brief us on the financial bill 2024-2025, and he was taken to court. And I was listening to the way he was talking, and I asked myself that what did this man do? Like, what was his offense? What did this man do that made these people to arrest him? Because from the look of things, this man did something that no Kenyan, not even our members of parliament, not even these members of parliament that are talking outside here, people like Osoro, people like Salasia can do, people like Owandai, people like Kimani Chungwa can do. He did something that no member of parliament, no any political leader can do, by trying to disrupt, shouting, by saying that Kenyans are tired. And today he was explaining the reasons as to why he decided to do that. He was saying that we are suffering. Kenyans are suffering and no one is coming out publicly to defend the normal Kenyan citizen. I want you to listen to the way Julius Kimani was speaking.
Poor people are suffering, nobody cares. So I don't know what's the role of the government. I don't know. I want to know today, what's the role of the government? I think we have failed our people. The government has failed, everybody has failed. We have also failed ourselves. I don't know, my concerns will not allow me to be silent. And at any time, at any moment. I don't know whether this is going to come up anywhere, but we must have this debate. We must have this conversation. We cannot continue living in fear. I see a lot of fear in this country, a lot of fear in the courts. Just yesterday, we saw a magistrate who was shot by a police officer. I want to speak, my dear friends. I want to speak because when you try to tell me to keep silent, my heart is burning. It's burning because of this country. Because for 60 years, we have been living like we are not human beings, like we are half human beings. We are considered like children of a lesser God. Now, this cannot continue. It cannot continue in any way. We are ruled by a minority that does not care for the interests of the majority. We are victims of lies and failed promises, deferred hopes and blasted dreams for 60 years. I don't know what will happen. I don't know whether you're going to sentence me. I'm ready to be sentenced for 100 years. But I'm going to keep speaking the truth until the day I leave this world. We cannot continue living like this. My dear friends, we must resist. Resistance is the only way for this country.
On the other hand, yesterday in the evening, President William Ruto appeared, President William Ruto went to KYPA, that is the meeting of the Kenyan Young Parliamentarians Association, whereby he was talking to the young Kenyans parliamentarians before taking a flight to Israel. And I was listening to the way he was speaking, and inside his speech, he mentioned the reasons why he loves Kimani Chungwa. And he explained very well that he loves Kimani Chungwa because Kimani Chungwa follows instructions, and Kimani Chungwa normally obeys what he says. I don't know why he decided to say that, because even Rigathi Gachagua was there, but he did not mention Rigathi Gachagua. He said that Kimani Chungwa follows what he says, and that is why he loves people like Kimani Chungwa and other young political leaders, like people like Ndindi Nyoro, people like Kithure Kindiki. The reason why he loves them is because they follows his instructions. I want to listen to him.
Being perfect, if at all there is anything like that.
And the last one is this issue. I think I talked about this thing some days back, when I was asking what is happening in our churches. And today, this woman from Kapsabet, that is from Rift Valley, is trying to explain something very bitterly, though it's in their language. But I've seen some translations, and I've been told that this woman is really pissed off with this issue of politicians taking money to churches and then giving to the pastors. After giving to the pastors allow them to use the same pulpit that the pastors used to preach to the congregants to insult others. Something that I was asking, that why is it that now churches have been turned into political zone? I think that is the way I asked it. I asked that why is it that churches right now or nowadays are turned into political zone, whereby you find that the time that pastors should take to preach the gospel to the people is taken mostly by the politicians to insult others. And that is where now you even hear people insulting others, sema wajinga nyinyi, things like those. So I don't know. I really don't know what is really happening, because right now some churches have been turned into political zone, whereby a politician can take 1 million, 2 million, 500,000 in church, and then after giving it to the church, he will be allowed to say anything that he wants to say. Is it so? My question is it that now churches are being bought by politicians, or what is going on?
Pichutugul jomito obendi kanisa maimaninye anendet ko agenge eng lakwetab Sunday school nikicham aibe bandiat koek sadaka. Ata chikibe bandek koek sadaka. Omite akochang kitekakse kanisa ndamatekakse. Pane chubishe nenyekechubishe akwetab Jehova. Kechubis ketar chubishet akekon rabishek akotache. Olechi pastainik cho name rabinikab kapkaikaet. Amu ngiker kosistos biik kokikochi chebo kakaikaet. Ilechi korom bandab kipsengwet. Boishechu moyan muchango chebwone kandoik nenyokochubis ak ngetar kochubishe kotumendak rabinik konyek. Akot akwek ko korom kipsengwet. Korom banda. Kem maraisi kasit kokasi. Kem amu o kristianik o boishekab kanisa ngeit kotebi ngony ku boishechu kole akoebeit kichubishe kityonga kichubishe komi pastor tauni kera akine Bible ako chame kabisa kechubishe akwetab Jehova angibe akwetab Jehova kechubishe ketai rabinik iboiboiyet akiliti mesimiwa korom kipsengwet ako korom banda. Mache chito nenyone chubishet kanisengung yatar muchango chechiket ilechi namtege tugukuk akoi betut neinyoni itai ngolyotab Jehova akinai ile rabinik cheibu ko rabinikab iman ako chetinye kaitaet eng taitab ngo Jehova. Kaikai ongeeshe tugul ngalek chebwone kandoik nait kanisa nyokochubis ak yetar chubishet kokon pesa kitebena lagokchu kolecha mama kanisa nyolena kwe kungikilge youths kebe anyekakebe kanisa nyekenete tabia mbaya chubishet kichubishe kityonga kichubishe anyekitar chubishet kekone rabishe pane rabinik chuto ba chubishe ndakie mchango kotos makie mchango nebo kanisa bila chubishet ara ongeshe ngale choto ageshe with the strongest term possible.
These pastors that allow these politicians to use their pulpit to insult others or to talk about politics instead of talking about Christ, instead of talking about, right now people are suffering. A lot of people are suffering, and what they need is God. So instead of giving them God, you are taking them back to their suffering zone. Where they're trying to come from is where you are taking them to. Like, let us take, for example, right now, the financial bill was read yesterday, and it's going to be in Parliament next week. We don't know the outcome. Just like I've said in the video just before this, that our only hope of Kenyans are our MPs. And any MP that is watching this video, or anyone that knows or has the number or you can go to their page. Somebody was asking me, but how can we find these MPs numbers? You go to their page. Every member of parliament has got his number on the page. You can go to his page, you take the number, you text him and tell him or her that Muhesh, we elected you. I'm so and so, I come from so and this particular constituency. We are the people that voted you. Please, for our sake, for the sake of your voters, for the sake of the people that employed you, for the sake of the people that maybe you'll need votes again from 2027, please don't allow this financial bill to be passed. Go to the parliament and vote no. Don't vote yes. Imagine that only that one word, those two words, no is enough. No is enough to change a lot of things. But in as much as we're talking about that, there is a very big challenge. I have seen a lot of people complaining that the Azimio la Umoja members of parliament should do something. But we have to understand that the majority in parliament is led by the politicians that come from Kenya Kwanza or the UDA. The UDA, the Kenya Kwanza government, consists of the majority members of parliament. So even if the Azimio la Umoja politicians, or if the Azimio la Umoja members of parliament will vote no, it will also need some of the members of parliament from the leading party, from the leading government, that is from Kenya Kwanza, also to vote a no, in order to help a normal common mwananchi. Okay, of course we know that somebody like Wamuchomba already had said that she will vote no, and she's from UDA. So are you seeing that? And one thing I love with Wamuchomba is that Wamuchomba said that she's ready for anything. If they decide to fire him, to send him away from UDA, she's ready. She can go away as long as she stands for the truth. Leave alone people like MP of Kiambaa, who is saying that he cannot go against his master, that is the William Ruto, and he can also not go against Kimani Chungwa. You know, it's like these people wants to vote, are doing things, are working for Kenyans in favor of William Ruto, without forgetting, without remembering that the same people that they are turning their back against are the same people that they will ask for votes coming 2027. So this issue, financial bill, this issue has brought a lot of problems, and everyone is complaining, everyone is crying. I really don't know what you think, but I would also like to listen to your comment at the comment section. My question is this: what did this man by the name Julius Kimani do that made him to be taken to court today to be accused? In fact, I don't even know what he was accused of. I don't know whether he will be bailed out using bond. I really don't know. But my question is, why was he arrested? Like, which offense did he use? Did he attack anyone? No. Did he steal anything? No. What did he do? Or he was accused of public violence, in which what I know is that public violence is when you fight you engage into a scene, a fighting scene. This was not a fighting scene. In fact, what he was trying to do, he wanted to do the same thing that one of the members of parliament that comes from Korea did. It is only that, and I've told you that it is only that we don't have those the members of parliament that are that bold. We don't have bold, strong members of parliament that can stand firm and say that we are tired of this thing and we cannot allow this thing to continue. This financial bill cannot be passed, because if it is passed, the people that we represent will cry and will suffer. And the people that, when they suffer, they will cry for us. I don't know what to think. I also like to listen to your comment at the comment section. But just if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like and share. And as I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. Please, I would also like to appreciate those who are giving us support, because without your support, this channel cannot grow at the rate at which it's growing, because we are growing at a very high speed. And I told just like I told you that our target is to reach 10k subscribers, or 10k by the end of this month or early next month, so that we can start engaging into a lot of interviews here and there, so that we can start working on other things in order to improve this channel, for you to also get these informations as fast as they occur, and exactly who is doing them. And I told you that our main aim is to give you information where they're happening, who is doing them, how are they done, when they happen. And until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye bye.